Hey, what's good? It's your boy G, corruption officer, coming at you with another one of my videos. Today, I want to talk about hustling on Rikers Island. Yeah, I know I did 2 videos already, somewhat similar to this one, but today I want to talk about the dangers of hustling and bringing drugs and contraband and, you know what I'm saying, and looking out for your people as I did on Rikers Island. The life over there is the culture. Meaning, when I say it's the culture, it's brand new to people who've never been to prison or haven't been on Rikers Island or not correction officers. But as a correction officer and an inmate, what I'm about to say is pretty regular and it's pretty normal. Meaning, not every CO did what I did, but within being there and just having to be there a lot, because you're working long hours and stuff like that, certain things, you grow accustomed to that's not shocking no more that it happened. Because one thing is for sure, COs like to drink. When they got problems, when they, just being in there, going through something and stuff like that, a lot of COs, I'm not going to say all, a lot of COs become alcoholics dealing with that job and dealing with the stress of that job. One of the things I used to do, I'm going to keep it a buck, I used to get a Lipton iced tea bottle, right? Take it off, give me some Hennessy, you know what I'm saying, right? Take the Hennessy, put it in the iced tea bottle, like that, and walk it right through the gate, right? And throughout the night, especially if you're working 3 to 11 or midnight tour or something like that, I'll go around the different posts and give my mans and them Hennessy shots. You know what I'm saying? Now, another hustle is, is on the street, half ounce of coke, probably be $500, $600. In jail, you can get about $3-4 grand. You can get more than that for that amount inside jail, inside the prison. Same thing goes for weed. One of the #1 commodity in Rikers Island since they stopped smoking, selling cigarettes in the commissary, is Tops Tobacco. Everybody know about Tops Tobacco, especially up north. But up north, you can smoke cigarettes. But on Rikers Island, you can't. They would take this Tops Tobacco, break it down into rollies in these fingers, right? Each one of these fingers go up to $100. You know what I'm saying? They break it down to these rollies. This rollie can go for $20, which the inmate can go shopping in commissary forever with $20 in his commissary. Now, that's just a few of the hustles that I did and that goes on Rikers Island. Now, I'm going to tell you why it's dangerous. Just like hustling on the street, you got your block, you got your work out there, you got your workers out there. The last thing you want your workers to do is to be busting off guns, pause, and bring violence to your block. When violence comes to your block, then the money stops. Cops is all over the place and everything. Well, the same went as far as hustling on Rikers Island. That's why, whether people believe me or not, I never brung an inmate a shank or a scalpel or a knife or something like that, because I didn't want nobody getting cut up in my house. I was already working high classification house 8 upper. So everybody knows C73 8 upper was the high class, 50 and above. Your classification, I got all the murderers, all the killers, all the drug kingpins and everything went to 8 upper and 7 upper. Now, at the time. Now, let's say, for instance, this is why it's dangerous. Say somebody got a CO under their wing, and the CO is bringing them in knives, scaffolds, and stuff like that. If that's your op or enemy or person that you got beef with, you ain't got the plug with the CO. So that's what makes it dangerous for inmates. One time, like I said, I brought an inmate some Hennessy. It was his birthday. Gave it to him, locked him in his cell. You know what I'm saying? Had he been out, he was acting a fool. He was acting a fool in there. Had he been out, you'd have smelled the Hennessy all over his breath. He probably would have got into a couple of fights and all that. Now, let me have slipped him a scaffold or a knife or a weapon of some sort. See, the thing is, when you slip these inmates these knives and these weapons and you smuggle these weapons inside them, they can use that on another correction officer. They can in turn use that on you. Ain't no loyalty in there like that. Somebody could get that from him and use that on you. Now, I'm keeping the buck. Yeah, I'm saying this to you because I did the dirt. I did the dirt. But I didn't bring no weapons in. You don't have to believe me. There's probably somebody up there saying he lying, this and that. But I was all about making money. That was my thing. I wanted to make the money. You know what I'm saying? And if my block was hot, if my housing area was hot, because when I would not be working, they used to call my housing area gone in 60 seconds. And what that means is if an inmate came in there that was a op or a rival or something like that, he didn't even get a chance to make it to his cell. I remember one time I was working, and the procedure is an inmate come, new inmate to the area, they drop him off. You take his identification card. You're supposed to log him in the book, right? So I'm logging him in, as I'm logging him in the book, he's standing there. I buzz the door for him to go in. I tell him, take cell number 18. I go down and I'm logging him in. I'm putting his information in the book. I look up, I look at him, I said, bro, I told you to take cell number 18. He turned around, the whole side of his face was open. The whole side of his face was open. I didn't hear no sneakers screeching. You know, everybody was still watching TV. Dudes were still on the phone. It was like a ghost town. Didn't hear no fight, no scuffle, no nothing. Had to buzz that door, let him right back out. Call him, tell him he can't stay here. In my report that I had to write, I didn't see nothing, hear nothing. He's not going to say nothing. Even though when he smiled, I see all his teeth and everything. He wasn't going to say nothing. So that's why they called my house gone in 60 seconds. Because just like that, they're going to let you know you can't live here. You can't be here. If you ain't going to tell the CO, we're going to let the CO know in our own way. So that was one of the reasons why I didn't bring weapons in here. That's one of the reasons why I'm telling the CO, because people don't listen to me. I wrote it in my book. Everything I wrote in my book is to let correction officers and people know how I got caught, what I did wrong. You know what I'm saying? So you don't got to read my book. You don't. You can keep on doing it. But ever since I've been gone, mad CEOs still getting caught doing the same thing. So it's never going to stop. The hustle's never going to stop. The money in there is too easy to make. It's too easy to make. And compiled with, I'm not blaming child support and divorce and all this stuff, compiled with problems that CEOs go through. That's why it's enticing for them to hustle inside the jail. If I had it all to do over again, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have did it, and I'd have stuck it out. I'd have found a way. And that's why I'm encouraging other CEOs, find a way. I know people in there are saying, don't give up the game. I hope the CEO, because when you're incarcerated, you're trying to hang on to anything. You get a CEO that's going to bring you something, that's good for you. That helps you with your bid, but you're still locked up in there. And I'm telling CEOs that hustle, that bring stuff in there, inmates are going to talk. Very few of them are thorough enough to keep it a secret that you're blessing them. Especially if a female having sex with them. They're going to tell their man, because that's part of the perks of being one of the top-notch dudes in the housing area. Having a CO under your wing that can get you stuff. You know what I'm saying? And in order for them to maintain that order, they got to let it be known that they got you on lock. So never think that you and this inmate just got this relationship. You're just going to sneak him in something, this and that, and he's going to keep quiet. Some of them do, very rarely. I managed to catch a few real ones that didn't blow me up, but in the end, I got blown up. One time, I'm walking into the mess hall. The Latin Kings was about to fight with the Bloods. About to be a little mini riot. I was cool with everybody. I was cool with Latin Kings, Bloods. It didn't make a difference. I did business with everybody when it comes to bringing in tobacco and stuff like that. So as soon as I walk in there, the captain's already in there with the squad and everything. As soon as I walk in there, everybody get quiet because Haywood came. Yeah, it was respect, but it was blowing me up. Because captains, everybody had seen that. Y'all was about to pop 2 minutes ago. As soon as I walk in there, everybody quiet down. What's up, Haywood? What's up, Wood? What's going on? Yo, what's popping? What's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Captain looked me up and down. And she just said, who are you? I said, well, I'm Officer Haywood. She said, no, who are you? And gave me a look. Like I know something up with you. So that blew me up. Then word started getting around because inmates talk. Inmates talk and they want to get cool with you, and then they figure if you blessing him, why don't you bless me, or something running my mouth? And eventually that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making this video for inmates and officers, because when I was doing what I was doing, and somewhat I was like the Robin Hood of the neighborhood, meaning, like I said, when I bring somebody Tops tobacco in there, right? This is like, at the time, $2, $3 out in the street. Over $100. You can live for a long time off of Tops tobacco in these fingers. They clip the fingers, they boof them, they sneak them around, they get through metal detectors. You know what I'm saying? They break it down one rollie from 20, depending on how long somebody smoked, you can name their price. You know what I'm saying? So this helped people in my neighborhood, in any hood, that was unfortunate enough that can't afford to put $25 and $50 every 2 weeks on somebody's books for commissary. You get in there, the CO be on the smuggle, and the inmate be on the juggle. You know what I'm saying? Living. And this is the way business is done inside Rikers Island and any other jail. They ain't just Rikers Island. All these jails all across America got COs bringing stuff in, that's smuggling and hustling and stuff like that. So my advice would be to stop. But then again, I put my book out about 8, 9 years ago, detailing what happened to me, how I got caught. Nothing stopped. If you ask me my professional opinion, it's never going to stop. Because the money is too tempting, the money is too inviting, you know what I'm saying? And even though COs make a substantial amount of money, everybody got bills, everybody got problems. Because if it really was like that, then why COs are still getting caught bringing stuff and contraband inside Rikers Island? It's your boy, Big G. Stay tuned. I got more hot videos coming. Like and subscribe my page. Share it. Let people know that I got my channel. Walk with me, family.